Today, alongside the Deputy Prime Minister, I am taking immediate action to deliver this Labour government's mission to kickstart economic growth and to take the urgent steps necessary to build the infrastructure that we need, including 1.5 million homes in the next 5 years. The system needs a new signal. This is that signal. First, we will reform the National Planning Policy Framework, consulting on a new growth-focused approach to the planning system before the end of the month, including restoring mandatory housing targets. And as of today, we are ending the absurd ban on new onshore wind in England. We will also go further and consult on bringing onshore wind back into the nationally significant infrastructure projects regime, meaning decisions on large developments will be taken nationally, not locally. Second, we will give priority to energy projects in the system to ensure that they make swift progress. And we will build on the spatial plan for energy by expanding this to other infrastructure sectors. Third, we will create a new task force to accelerate stalled housing sites in our country, beginning with Liverpool Central Docks, Worcester Parkway, North Stowe and Langley Sutton Coalfield, representing more than 14,000 homes. Fourth, we will also support local authorities with 300 additional planning officers across the country. Fifth, if we are to put growth at the centre of our planning system, that means changes not only to the system itself, but to the way that ministers use our powers for direct intervention. The Deputy Prime Minister has said that when she intervenes in the economic planning system, the benefit of development will be a central consideration, that she will not hesitate to review an application where the potential gain for the regional and national economies warrant it. And I welcome her decision to recover 2 planning appeals already for data centres in Buckinghamshire and in Hertfordshire. To facilitate this new approach, the Deputy Prime Minister will also write to local mayors and to the Office for Investment to ensure that any investment opportunity with important planning considerations that comes across their desks is brought to her attention and also to mine. The Deputy Prime Minister will also write to local planning authorities alongside the National Planning Policy Framework consultation, making clear what will now be expected of them, including universal coverage of local plans and reviews of greenbelt boundaries. These will prioritise brownfield and grey belt land for development to meet housing targets where needed. And our golden rules will make sure that the development this frees up will allow us to deliver the thousands of affordable homes too, including more for social rent. Sixth, as well as unlocking new housing, we will also reform the planning system to deliver the infrastructure that our country needs. Together, in these early days of this new Labour government, we will ask the Secretary of State for Transport and the Secretary of State for Energy Security and Net Zero to prioritise decisions on infrastructure projects that have been sitting unresolved for far too long. And finally, we will set out new policy intentions for critical infrastructure in the coming months, ahead of updating relevant national policy statements within the year.